right, welcome back to another episode of She the NBA Junkie and B-Ball Junkies. Y'all know who we are. And
Indeed.
I guess we got a couple things to discuss today. So,
Yep. Since the only basketball competition going on right now, the World Cup has started. It started a couple days ago.
I
And
hope y'all are keeping up with it like we asked y'all to.
yeah, hey, what is it? I think it's tomorrow or today, or no, sorry, it's tomorrow. But it's early
At
in the morning. I think that's
3:40
the
in the
last
morning.
game. Yeah. So I was like, oh, do I watch? Maybe
Watch it.
not. But yeah, I got the different groups pulled up here. Course, we're American, so we could talk about USA going 2-0 so far. They're doing what they're supposed to do.
Yeah, I think I'm really impressed with them because there has been a lot of times that they've been down. I'm trying to remember, who did they play the first game?
Puerto Rico, right?
I think that was like
Oh,
still in like
oh, wait. The first game of the World Cup.
like actual, yeah.
Oh, they played New Zealand.
New Zealand. I think we were down to them, if
Really?
I'm not
We might
mistaken.
have. We it might have been. It must have been early because we blew.
Yeah,
But yeah, it must have been early.
they
Yeah,
had me concerned with them at first, or maybe it was the last team. Either way it goes, they were down by a lot.
Greece was much more competitive for more of the game because they're a little
Yes,
bit better. And old
but
dude was tearing up Jaren Jackson Jr.
who?
The Papa, whatever his
Giannis?
name is. No, not his brother.
No, no,
Papa,
no. I think there was a little white boy named Papa Giannis or something like that.
you know,
Giannis' brother is trash. I wanted to get into that a little bit. I'm not sure, like, how do you say that word? Nepotism. That is saving him. He is terrible. Like, I don't understand. But
hey, that's not a bad way to use it. To use nepotism. That's not too bad because there's definitely people who are not in the NBA who could be that spot and could
taking
provide
his
more
spot.
things.
Yes.
But when your brother is Giannis, you do get special treatment. So
I need him at the league immediately
it's just
because
funny. I was watching and he's just like, it's funny because he's the only NBA player on the court and he's just standing in the corner like,
yes. It's so crazy. He tried to back down Jaren. And okay, Jaren might be strong. But when I tell you he looked like Cat trying to back down DeMarcus Cousins, I was like, is this dude serious right now? How are you on a roster?
To be
But yeah,
fair to him, Jaren Jackson Jr. is very big. He's like 7'1".
yes.
He's huge. But yeah, Greece. But everybody knows Greece without Giannis isn't going to do much, and he had to be Superman on Greece anyway for them to
Yes.
win. But they qualified, so good for them. Or I think they have to win. I don't know who they play next. But they have to win. They probably do play each other, Greece and New Zealand next to see who goes on. But we've already qualified, so today, early tomorrow, whatever it is, versus Jordan will be a good little relaxed game. But
I think Jordan has that scary like Kobe look-alike or something. Like his game
yeah,
is Kobe. It's
that's
so
Rondé Hollis Jefferson. You remember him?
was he in the NBA?
Yeah, he was in the NBA for a long. He has like, I think he was in the NBA for like 6 years. He was in there for a long time because he was at Arizona like when we were in junior high.
I
He used
think
to
I'm
play for
thinking of the wrong
Toronto, Brooklyn. No, not it's Rondé.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't remember.
No,
Wait.
yeah,
Oh, he
he
was
played.
number 24 on Brooklyn?
Yeah,
Hmm. That's crazy. I didn't know he had that in him.
yeah. They hoop. They just, I mean, you play a role in the NBA.
Wow. That's crazy.
I
He
mean,
might, hey,
and
give
he's
him
on
not.
Jordan. He's on Jordan, so I mean, if the country's Jordan, like
He got to be able to hoop
it's the
for the
Middle
rest
East. They don't play basketball in the Middle East,
yeah.
so but I was interested how he got that. I looked it up and I don't know. I guess they just reached out to him and they got him his citizenship in Jordan. So like he doesn't even play basketball there. He doesn't play for the league there. So I don't know how he has a connection to that country, but interesting. I mean, it is in Africa. It's in the Middle East part of Africa, but maybe they got his black lineage somewhere far down there. But that's from Group C. USA. We're moving on. We'll go up to Group A. Surprising, I didn't even know about this. The Dominican Republic went 3-0 in their group. So
Okay, Cat.
They had Italy, so I guess Gallinari's back, right, from injury. I think he's back.
Is he? Dang, just now he missed a whole season. He
Yeah,
should
he
be.
missed a lot. Oh, never mind. He's not on the team. It's just random
Yeah.
Italian people. Yeah, I don't even see any NBA players on there. But so yeah, I guess they kind of had a weak group besides Philippines with Jordan
Yeah.
Clarkson.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they got swept in all their games, so they're out. Group B, Serbia is winning those, and I don't think Jokic is playing for Serbia, so maybe one of the Bogdanoviches.
God, they're freaking Serbian.
Oh yes, Bogdan. He's playing for him.
Is that the one from the Hawks or the one from the Pistons? I get them mixed up.
Bogdan is the one from the Hawks.
Okay.
Boyan is the one from the Pistons.
Got you.
Yeah. And then Puerto Rico's with this one too, and they'll probably they have to play South Sudan, which is Winnie Gabriel, all the real dark people.
Oh.
That's that's South Sudan. Yeah, that's South Sudan.
Oh.
Winion on the team. So hey, he holding it down for the Lakers. We got love for him. Dang. It's this one dude. I don't know where I've seen him before, but he's on this South Sudan team. It's so crazy. They got a light skin on the team, which is interesting. So good for them. We'll see if they get it out of Group B. But Serbia's going. The Hawks. What is he? Probably like the fourth option on the Hawks. He's holding it down for Serbia. Yeah. Like we said, either Greece or New Zealand. Group D, Lithuania and Montenegro. And if you would have seen, did you see like the efficiency ratings or stuff for FIBA? What's his name? Vucevic. That's his name, Nikola Vucevic. He's Montenegro, and he's like number 2 or number 1 in player efficiency rating. So, oh no, Luka's number 1, but he's number 2. So he's holding it down for his home country. I'm proud of him out there. Lithuania is what's his name? Valanciunas, Jonas Valanciunas.
Oh, okay. That's
so he's on the team. And also it's Domantas Sabonis, but he's not playing. But
Sabonis.
Yeah, so Valanciunas is holding it down for Lithuania, and they are moving on. It's also Montenegro. I don't know if they have anybody else besides Vucevic. They got a black dude, but that's Group C. That's Group D. Group E is Germany, and Germany's they're stocked. They got the Wagner brothers, Dennis, and then Bonga. He was on Lakers probably like 2018, 2019 league already, but they got a couple NBA players on there, so they may go far. Germany may go far. We blew them out though, I think.
Towards the end, it got
towards a little the end, but they were playing good.
Yeah, they was giving us a run for our money.
They're playing very good. Australia, they're making it out, of course. Australia's always a good team.
They have my favorite Aussie.
Dang, they have a lot of NBA players on here.
I think like Josh Giddey too.
Yeah, Giddey. Even this one guy, I don't know his name, but I've seen him before in the league. What's his name? I didn't know Matisse Thybulle was Australian.
I did not know that either.
I didn't know that he's on the team. And then I don't know if you remember Dante Exum.
I do. That was a boss.
And then the rookie from the Pelicans, Dyson Daniels. He got.
That's the one that Book was tearing up in that 58.
he capped for the team. They're moving on out of Group E, so good for them. Of course, Group F, Slovenia. Luka is destroying, and this is a weak group anyway. He's destroying them, and I don't know if you've heard of the country Georgia.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's where Andrew Bogut's from, honestly.
I don't know. My favorite phase people is from there.
The center from the Pacers. He is like, his name starts with a G. Whatever his name is, he's on this team, and then the dude with the crazy name on the Bucks, the white guy, he's with the big sleeve. He's also from Georgia, so they got a couple of their players on here.
I don't remember.
I don't know how to say their name, but it's hard. They're bench warmers. I mean, but they're showing out for the team. Group G, Spain and Brazil looking like they're gonna make it out. So normal Spain dominance with all the brothers. Dang, Rudy Fernandez still plays for Spain. Do you remember Rudy Fernandez from like late 2000s? He was on the Pacers. I mean, the Trailblazers.
Let me look him up.
Yeah, look him up. Rudy Fernandez. And I remember him on 2K. He was good. And then lastly, Group H, Canada is
I do
undefeated with
remember
Latvia.
him.
You do?
Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah, he's still playing. He old as heck.
Yeah, 38.
And yep, just like we were saying earlier, France wet the bed. They have not made it out of Group H with Canada and Latvia. And it has to be noted that Latvia doesn't have Kristaps Porzingis, so it's looking bad for the French country right now. But so I think now we're moving on to the knockouts. So, however that's supposed to work, in this format of games, I'm interested, but yeah, we'll go from there on that. I did see a graphic of Team USA's player efficiency ratings, and I just wanted to know Austin Reeves is
Oh,
the one.
boy.
It's that Laker DNA. He's just giving it
Jesus.
off on all the players on Team USA. Did you see your boy Mikal Bridges say good stuff about him?
I mean, all of them gonna say good stuff because Austin is doing a really good job. I hate to admit it, but he's playing his ass off for this FIBA team. And I love to see it for him because I just knew from watching him in the league that he was a free throw merchant, and he has proved me wrong. So,
See, it takes a real good person to admit when they're wrong. That's great.
wrong for now. He'll be back to his old BS once the season starts.
And we love that in LA. We love that in LA.
We're not doing that anymore.
Did you hear about Brandon Ingram? How he was like kind of frustrated with how he was playing?
Frustrated with himself, right? Not with anyone else. Because he should be frustrated with
with himself. But I guess kind of saying like he wish he had like a little bit more of, I guess, like the alpha scoring more and all that. But yeah, just kind of like that.
You had it at Duke. Find it. It's there.
Or he's just saying on the team. He's just saying on the team. But I mean, like, it's hard, especially when Anthony Edwards is there. But I mean, he's not playing. He's starting still. So, I mean, he has opportunities.
Yes.
Like, Austin Reeves is coming off the bench playing way better than everybody.
Exactly.
So, I mean, Brandon, you got to do a little bit more, brother. If you want to do, bro, just win it for everybody. It's just the world championship, bro. Like, it doesn't matter.
Right.
The Team USA GOAT is not anybody who we think it is. It's Carmelo Anthony. So, I mean, Team USA is a whole different thing. If he wants to be the alpha, keep going in the Pelicans because they may about to get Zion up out of there. So, but yeah, that's for Team USA. Did you want to comment on any other countries you're thinking of, or you seen or anything like that?
No, haven't really been paying attention to them besides Germany, but I mean, we kind of touched on them already. Yeah. I didn't know that Franz had all that in him while I was betting on him in the season, and he was letting me down. But yeah, I expect more from him once this next season rolls around.
He's NBA Twitter talks good about him, but I'll only believe it when it translates to wins.
Right.
Sorry.
But with the way that Paolo played last game and the way that Franz has been playing in this tournament, the two of them together, might be
that's very scary seeing the way Paolo's playing. I'm very scared because if he can get like Giannis has a very it seems hard. Like he's not gonna be a 35+% three-point shooter. I hope not.
It's just too late
the way his shot is. But Paolo seemed like he can start to stroke it after a minute, and that's fearful. He's like a bigger version of Jason Tatum.
Yeah.
And I know it's a little biased because they both went to Duke, and it's like an easy comparison. But still, though, he's a big guy. He kind of favors him, but just a little bit more buff. But I guess that leads into another world championship situation that was going on. In track and field. I mean, it was on YouTube, so that's the only way I knew that they were having world championships right now. But we showed up and showed out as we do as USA. We're supposed to win all the golds. So
let's go, Sha'Carri.
Yeah, we did good with that. And it shouldn't even have to be like no beef between all the people. Like, I don't even know why he said that. But Noah Lyles, our
Yep.
new sprinting champion for USA. He was talking mess. And I mean, I guess it's not mess. He's correct, but like it just doesn't make sense. Like after winning your race, you want to say, "Oh, it just irks me how the NBA champions or how the NBA says they're world champions. World champions of what? United
Yeah.
States." And maybe
Yeah.
he would have said it better. Like it would have, it would have hit. But it just the way he even said it, he just wasn't right. It was like, bro, it's very cringy.
If he
Like
would have just left the NBA out altogether, it would have hit. Just leave
I don't
them.
even know. Like it didn't even sound good. It was weird. But what are your thoughts on that?
I didn't watch the full extent of what he said and the context that it was brought up. I just thought it was very strange that the NBA was brought up at all. But my obvious thoughts on it is there's a reason that people like look at our top five. There's like at least 3 or 4, depending on how you rank your top 5, that are not American, that are the best in the league. Like there's a reason that they're coming from their country to come play in the best league in the world. So if we even did call ourselves the world champions when they win a ring, they have a right to do so. Because there's not a league, a team, a country that's better than this one. Period. I don't care what anybody says.
I mean, yeah, to be devil's advocate and back him up a little bit. I guess to say it, you have to do it. And at this moment, right now in 2023, we do not have a league that is similar to FIFA's Club World Cup, to where they have the leagues play each other for an actual world championship, or in their case, the World Cup. But like just watching Gil's Arena, they have informed me that McDonald's used to have a championship series that lasted 9 years from 87 to 1999. And after 1991, it started going every other year. So
yeah,
teams who won in the even years in the 90s didn't go. But like I said before, or like I said to you earlier before we started, every single every single 9-year championship was won by an NBA team. So
right.
all we can do is go off what's been there, and it's great. It's 9-0. So I mean, right. And it's blowouts every time. But I mean, like still, even what they were saying on Grills Arena, still have the game, even if you don't. Like we all know, Denver's not going to get beat by any team in the world, no matter. But still play. You never know what happens. All that, whatever. I mean, I get that, but come on, he's right, and it's also. He's still not right, because some teams, there's only a few teams that say that they're world champions. So it's not like every NBA team says that, or any NBA player says that, or any memorabilia, like he said, specifically on their head, it says world champions. And I've never seen an NBA hat that
says ever. Year NBA champion. That's all it says.
Yeah, like, never. If anything different than what you just said, it says the finals for that year. Like maybe he's seen something different. I guess. I don't know. He's delusional. Maybe running so long out there was doing something to his brain, but yeah.
But even to this point, like I'm confused, because is that not what the Olympics for? Shouldn't the countries be bringing their best players to play for their country? Is that not what we're doing when we play the Olympics? Mind you, that we haven't lost since 2004. Like, I don't understand what do you want us to do? Because we're bringing our best, and even if we don't bring our best, we're still whooping ass. So,
just
look at the FIBA team, for example.
Yeah, but I mean, like that's the Olympics. And even this is the World Championships, or the World Cup, World Cup FIBA, which is the World Championships basically.
Yes.
So, but it's just the country thing. And I don't know why he said it in that context either. Like like we mentioned earlier before the podcast, they have their own league in track and field. So like if he mentioned you're not a true world champion in that context, okay, it makes sense. But like you're saying, you're representing USA, which is the same thing they're doing at this moment at the same type of tournament over in Japan and the Philippines and all that. So like they are going to actually win a world championship and actually be world champions. Yes. But if you want to talk about leagues, okay, sure. We don't go and compete around the world.
No.
With our champion. We don't
And
do
we
that
don't have
because
to.
everybody
It's
knows,
not,
like you said, there are the
literally.
best players from each country in the NBA.
Yes, there's a reason that they don't want to play in their own country. This is the best league in the
Exactly.
world.
It
We
is
don't
the
have to
most
go around
competitive
playing
league.
everybody.
It's
Right.
the most competitive league. And like you said, once we put, and that's just the Americans. Now we have, like you said, 4 out of the 5 or whatever, they're from Europe or outside of America. And we still put only Americans, only the best American basketball players on a team and don't lose.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, we won't. I mean, that's just not going to happen. Sorry. It's
No.
not going to happen for a long time if it does. But hopefully USA can win this World Cup to just
I know.
prove
That
the
way
point.
he can't be like, I told you so.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think we're going to lose. We're
No.
very good right now. And I feel like it's a type of team to where there isn't a big superstar. So like that pressure isn't there for anybody. So
anybody can go off on any given night. So
yeah. Yep. Any other NBA news?
It's been pretty dry lately. I don't know if you wanted to go over this little list that Bleacher Report put out for like the top 15 guards going in.
Definitely. Let's look at that.
So, of course, they've got Luka at 1, which I disagree with. Steph at 2, Book at 3, SGA at 4, Dame at 5, then Ant, Jamal, De'Aaron, Donovan, Ja, James, Harden, then Kyrie, Trey, Hallie, and Bradley Beal.
And the guards, I guess they're just plain guards. I don't like that they did this because there's so many different type of guards, or you could really break it up.
They probably should have specified what like points or well, they did do the Athletic did that. There was a lot of complaints about that.
And so wait, you said the top 15?
Yeah, here, let me text it to you real quick.
Okay. I think I see it, but or like I see the full 30 people that they have.
Oh, yeah. I didn't look at the full 30. I just needed to know where Book was. And I'm fine with where he is, but I don't feel like if we're talking about specifically going into next season, like judging it off of playoffs, what happened last season, I don't feel like Luka should be considered better than Steph. Like, what are we doing? It's getting disrespectful at this point.
I mean, he played it. Look, him himself, he deserves it. And it's literally just the top 15 or top 30 guards. So specifically looking at them individually,
he's not.
I don't think there's a better guard in the league than him as far as production and just. I mean, he is the top guard in the league. I think.
Besides, he's a top guard, but number 1 overall.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not mad at that. I could see Steph and him being interchanged for number 1 and 2.
I think Steph is number 1.
Maybe because he played 10 games less. I don't know.
I mean, at some point, we got to start giving him the same type of criticism that everybody gave Book. He's putting up great stats or empty stats on a sorry team. Not to say that the
Book did that for lots of years. This was just his first year where it wasn't his fault because they won his team.
That's debatable.
They gutted his team, so that wasn't under his thing. And it's not Book's fault that he was drafted to a horribly run Phoenix Suns organization, but that was a much longer period. And this is Luka's first bad season. They tanked purposely at the end, and they could have made the playoffs
because we would. And that's why I'm not giving him that excuse. There was at one point where Phoenix was a 12th seed because everybody was hurt. We finished 4th. Like, I'm not giving them any excuses for purposely tanking. There's no reason for it. That's a loser mentality.
That argument requires context because the West was so tight. 4 through 12 was really not that big of a difference. It was bigger in the bottom half of a couple of games more, but it really wasn't that big a difference. I mean, y'all had to win 4, 5, 6 games, and y'all did what you're supposed to do. And y'all got up there
way back in December, but that was based off injuries. Luka whole team, I don't remember them having like at least 3 to 4 starters that were injured at one time. That's what we went through.
I mean, it was just him. They didn't. They tried. I mean, they let Jalen Brunson walk. I mean, it was just him for the first half of the year with teammates who wouldn't knock down threes. So
And
I mean,
teammates who he won't give the ball to and let them create their own
and
shot.
he still held him up. I think they didn't start falling until they got Kyrie. So
Yes, and that
they
should
didn't
have
fall
made
to
them
the end
better.
of the season. Their finish isn't truly what happened in the season. So him being at the top two isn't bad. And him being one is definitely not, because I mean,
It's bad.
looking at ability, he is the number one guard in the league. Like
No.
nobody can guard him at all. At
As
all.
far as skill, if we're looking at just like skill, Kyrie would technically be the best guard in the league, but we're not doing that. So, and also the fact that Kyrie is under James Harden and Donovan Mitchell and John Morant is BS. But
yeah, let's get to further part of the league. The top two, you have to agree, is solidified, and I know you do agree.
yes,
Okay.
I just feel like Steph is one.
Okay, that's fair. That's a fair argument. Devin Booker at 3.
It's
And
definitely
I
true.
do want to hear you say about this, because Gil's Arena, right before we came on, they were talking about because they were arguing Team USA versus the world and who they would put on Team USA. And I think it was Brandon Jennings who said that Devin Booker wouldn't make Team USA.
Oh, he's a hater.
Devin at 3.
Who would make Team USA over Devin Booker? So
They're
if
saying Jaylen Brown.
Did Jaylen Brown, the one with no, okay. That's insane. That's
Jaylen Brown for shooting guard. I don't know. But I am one of those people who, I guess I don't really see Devin Booker as too much value, because unless I really watch, because when I went to the Phoenix game when they played the Spurs, Devin Booker is a top player in the league. It's a fact. But I mean, it's something, maybe it's the Phoenix hate that everybody has. And I will admit that. I'll admit I'm a Phoenix hater. So maybe it's just the Phoenix hate that we have.
Devin. He's a
I love him because he
boy.
went to Kentucky, yeah. But that I have to hate him now, because y'all are our divisional rival. And y'all want to talk mess in that 2021 series. So now we have to be forever. And so Devin Booker at 3, I mean, I guess he is like that, but it's just hard.
Yeah.
Because
I mean,
at 4,
in which that's good for him, because now we're automatically letting him jump Dame.
This is crazy. This is actually a very crazy thing. Dame being 5 under Shea is extremely wild. Anthony Edwards at 6. I'm not mad at that, because he's a menace on both sides of the ball.
Ant is very good. Love
That's a very hard 6.
Wait a minute. You know who's not in this top 15? Jaylen Brown. That's crazy.
You see, Jamal Murray, I would put Jaylen Brown at that same level, if not better than Jamal Murray here.
Easily.
Which is very interesting to me.
I can't believe he's not in this.
Because you have to factor in the defensive side of the ball also.
Yes.
Fox being in the top 10 is very fair. He had a very good season, and he's unstoppable on offense. And if he wants to, he can play a little bit of defense because he's fast.
Mm-hmm.
Donovan Mitchell fell off. He had a very bad ending to the playoffs. So
yeah,
he did have a good season in Cleveland. I can respect him being at 9.
Yeah.
Ja at 10. I don't know. This guy is interesting to me. I don't know.
I mean, Ja is good. I'll give him that. But in terms of he's starting to seem like kind of a one-dimensional player to me.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Yeah. I'm starting to feel major Russell Westbrook, major Derrick Rose vibes of where you can only go to the basket, ferocious dunk, and and he doesn't play defense.
Yeah, we got to start add more now. We're getting this about to be his fourth year.
When they drafted 2019.
Think so.
Yeah, they're a couple 4 or 5 years in. Well, yeah, I think that big deal is when you get to like 5 years or something. So
yes, it's time for him to start making a change.
Yeah, I don't get it. I can see why he got snubbed from the All NBA team, because his stats didn't come out as good as I thought they were, and definitely not last year, because he had a very good year last year.
Mm-hmm.
Or sorry, not the previous year. Harden at 11. Yeah, that's fair. That's a very fair.
Kyrie.
It's a very fair statement. Kyrie at 12. But it's just looking at the stats here. 27 points per game compared to 21, and I know he's the actual point guard, so 21 and 10 is 21 and 11 basically is very good. But he just left such a bad taste in my mouth. Maybe he had a good season, but I feel like that was even overshadowed by Joel's NBA.
Right, right.
Because
And that's where most of assists from is from
yeah,
Joel.
I'm like, didn't even Joel dominate that offense?
Yeah.
So like, I mean, I guess, but yeah, being over Kyrie is crazy.
It's
That's
insane. It's insane.
whatever. I feel like anybody in between all these is, you could throw up your hands and toss up. But
Yeah.
since you didn't see this, well, first of all, you have to know that Clay's at 25. Okay. Clay's at number
Okay.
25. And Austin Reeves and Chris Paul are tied for, for 29 in the league, which I think is crazy. Damn. Do you see them as the same caliber player? I'll just say they are not the same caliber player. I don't want to be disrespectful to anybody in this, and I just will say that they're not the same caliber player.
I have to watch CP play this season to judge if he should really be that low. Because last season he was fat and out of shape and
Oh, so he
getting.
was bad?
Yes,
Okay.
he was bad last season. I, as a fan, can admit that. But I don't know, putting Austin Reeves on the same level of him is kind of crazy.
See, I feel like that, but then if you're saying that he was bad, then I can see that because Austin made a very big jump.
Yeah.
But a couple people who missed it was Marcus Smart, Anthony Simons, CJ, Jordan
Anthony didn't have a
Poole.
good year. JP didn't make the list at all.
He had a bad year though. So Jalen Green, which I don't know why he would make it. I never see it. I'm a big Jalen Green hater. Sorry. Scoot Henderson, which he hasn't even played a minute of NBA basketball, and they put him in here. Okay. For honorable mention. Scoot, Jalen Williams from OKC, Malcolm Brogdon, Devin Vassell from the Spurs, which okay.
He's good, but
okay. Ben Mathurin, Jaden Ivey, Mike Conley, and D'Angelo Russell. Like, actually, this is crazy to even have like Mike Conley and D'Angelo Russell with all these young guards who are very unproven. It's very weird. I don't put too much stock on what Bleacher Report says anyway.
I'm gonna give them this one thing because they did right by putting Book over everybody else. But it only works when it fits the narrative.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, yeah, the next NBA or the next USA game is this or tomorrow morning. So after that, we'll figure out who gets into these spots for these one-time elimination games, and it's about to get real. We can't have no mess ups now. We've been good so far. I don't want us to have a bad shooting night or nobody wants to play defense.
I know. Now I feel like the pressure is on because this freaking Noah Lyles boy wouldn't shut his freaking mouth. Now everybody looking at him.
Well, nah, because we're gonna always say that our best players weren't there. So
right.
Yeah, so no, definitely not. They're playing with house money. This is their all first time. They're doing good so far. Go out there and win it, man. Y'all go do y'all's thing and then come back and try to get some rest for the season starts.
Yeah. I'm glad ain't nobody from my team fooling with that. Y'all good luck with Austin. Get that boy. That boy.
I know because his usage has to go up this year. So, but he's good. He's,
they all young though.
Yeah.
So.
Austin's from Arkansas, bro. He worked on a farm. Like
that's crazy.
He's got that corn-fed white boy stuff in him. So like, he'll be fine. But yeah, that's it for me. You got anything else?
No, I think we'll have more next week.
Yeah. Hopefully it'll be a couple of the whatever important games to come out.
Yeah.
So yeah, just take us on out of here.
I guess that's it for today. So y'all know where to find us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, She the NBA Junkie, and on YouTube, B-Ball Junkies 8446. And I guess keep up with the games, and we will see y'all next week. Or
as best as you can. See ya.
All right, peace.